Hi everyone, welcome to the channel CeeChronicles here. I post fragrance related content on this platform and do invite you to join the family by subscribing, guys. It costs absolutely nothing, but it's so helpful in ensuring that the channel continues to grow. Now, to those who are returning, thank you so much for the continued support. I have Arabiyat sugar, the entire line, and I am gonna tell you my thoughts on it. When we went to Beauty World, the entire line I was told was not available. However, in PR, we did each get a full bottle and the entire samples, okay, of the line. Maima got this one in her PR package, which is the caramel chocolate macaron, and we're going to start with this one, and then I'm going to show you the other ones. So please stick around through to the end. The Arabiyat sugar line is obviously a gourmand line, so this video, I presume, is going to be very helpful to those who love gourmand scented scents. Now, the caramel macaron chocolate bottle is this one. Let us spray it on the blotter, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts while I give you the close-up of the bottle. And while it dries down, guys, remember we have a Black Friday sale going on for Proud Mary. You will be able to get Proud Mary at over 50% off on Black Friday through to Cyber Monday. I have a discount code C15, which is valid even now if you don't want to wait for Black Friday. C15 knocks off 15% off this fragrance. But if you purchase this on a Black Friday sale through to Cyber Monday, you can use the code C15 and you'll find Proud Mary already discounted on our website by 40%, making a total combined discount of over 50%. Plus, we now ship internationally. And you'll be able to get this fragrance off the www.macedonperfumeswebsite.com. We have a few bottles left, guys, so grab yourself a bottle, especially on Black Friday. And once you receive your bottle, come back to the comment section and tell me your thoughts. This is my creation, so that's my nose to yours. The brand Macedon is a house that I established with a partner in 2024, as well as this fragrance being my nose to yours. It's a fruity floral, it's a unisex scent, it's 120 ml, straight up afar, and it's great for all seasons. Okay, now I'm pretty sure this one has dried down, right? And we said this is caramel chocolate macaron, and with the gourmands especially, what they say is it's supposed to be what you smell, right? So in this, yes, I do get especially the caramel note, okay, especially the caramel note in that honeyed feel. So this is certainly on a sweet side. The gourmand accord in this fragrance is kind of almondy, you know, like how the macaron is going to smell, those biscuits, and the sweetness kind of holds up. The chocolate in this is not so much, so it's a perfect balance, actually. If you do not like heavily scented chocolate scents, this is not going to be off-putting to you. It's more of that light almondy confession feel in mostly caramel, and that caramel interpreting as even a little bit gooey and borderlining on super sweet. The interpretation in this is perfect. It does have also a milky feel about it, so yes, this lives up to the name, which is that of caramel chocolate macaron. Maima enjoys these types of scents, and you know, when we got PR at Beauty World, I was just hoping that Arabiyat doesn't give me something chocolate scented, because I'm not too big on chocolate fragrances, and my dream came true. Without asking, guys, I got this one in my PR box, right? So this is lemon sorbet. It's not new. If you checked the unboxings and the lives that I've done on the PR that I got, I did feature this fragrance. Lemon sorbet is scented, of course, on that gourmand accord, a very yummy, creamy lemon flavor there. The lemon in itself is a nuance that's able to hold up from start to finish. The mid of this has got a mixture of a lot of gourmand accords that they didn't necessarily put there in terms of the detailing, but you can expect that lemon to end up working with other fruits like perhaps strawberry, even plum, just a mixture of all those fruits. But ultimately this becomes a lemon cream dessert. In my country we have these biscuits that are called lemon creams, and they are from the brand Aronal, right? And the cream part of those biscuits is exactly how this fragrance vibes, you know, lemon cream in vanilla. So this is going to give you a vivid, like a dessert feel. It's also a fragrance that's probably going to make you hungry. Now, if you want one fragrance that has that lemon note as the lemon note in here vibes, then this I would liken to Lyra, or one of those clones, you know, for Lyra, like Tafa Victoria, even Afnan Delicious Bouquet. But this is not as sweet as Delicious Bouquet, right? But it does have that common denominator of the lemon, which is highlighted. So if you love Lyra, by Xerjoff, you're certainly gonna love this, but it doesn't become Lyra, if you know what I mean, because Lyra has got florals and stuff. So that's gonna be it. On lemon sorbet, which is going to be the bigger one, like the full size. The rest I have in vials, and this is because according to Arabiyat, they haven't managed to put out all of these fragrances. So these fragrances are going to be filtering in. Let us start. I'm going to dig out this one deliberately because I had somebody that really wanted me to review matcha. Okay, matcha at Beauty World. So I've managed to just dig that one out so that if they're watching this video, at least I don't have them waiting for a long time. I hope that doesn't fall. Okay, so this is matcha. This is matcha latte. Okay, let me just give you a close-up. It is just a vial, but it does say matcha latte there, and it is off again the Arabiyat sugar line. Now matcha latte, I felt so bad, you know, at Beauty World when I didn't get to smell this for them. I really felt bad. Okay, this one has a floralness about it. It's not all green. In fact, it's giving me creamy, milky, coconutty, santani, but very milky there. I remember seeing the note of rice listed on this fragrance. I love that the rice note here blends with this creamy coconut, so it doesn't isolate and become just about the rice. In a previous whole video I talked about Yusuf Spy's fragrance called Fungus Fungi, okay? And I had said in that fragrance he recreated the note of mushroom, and it was so vivid, it was so realistic. In this, you know, checking out the note pyramid and noticing that they have incorporated the note of rice, I was just crossing my fingers that I hope this doesn't become more of the rice. In fact, the matcha aspect of it is a little bit even misleading because it's lacking in that greenness, you know, that earthy greenness, grassiness that I usually get with matcha. Okay, this becomes more of a sweetened gourmand. Again, that caramel makes an appearance, but this time it's working in a creamy backdrop, a milky backdrop, that coconut, and then there's a fruity feel in this fragrance, a nectarous feel actually. So this is not so much going to give you green. To me, it's good news. But to anyone looking to purchase it because they wanted a realistic matcha, you know, scent, then they may have to test it first because it's not nowhere near green and grassy. Now, next up, guys, is going to be coconut chiffon. Okay, coconut chiffon. Let me just show you a close-up of coconut chiffon. That's where it says coconut chiffon. We're going to waste a couple of sprays and I'll tell you my thoughts. So this one is outright claiming to be a coconut scented scent. Now let's see how this one is going to differ from the coconut I was getting in the previous chocolate one. Okay, this is coconut, but they have been clever with this coconut in ensuring that it doesn't push to milky. I am not getting milky coconut in this. I am not getting buttery coconut in this. However, I am getting what feels like dried coconut shavings. Okay, if you're into baking, which sometimes we do with my kids, we bake. If you have bought coconut flakes, the dry coconut, that's how this one you know, smells to my nose, which is actually a good thing because sometimes coconut can be heady and sometimes the way coconut is perceived can be nose specific. So this coconut is not pushing the milky agenda forward. No, it is just, like a dry coconut feel in a caramel feel, as well as a sugar accord and what feels a little bit of vanilla in there. It isolates or lists the note of butter, this particular one, and perhaps I can say I get a little bit off, but not too much, okay? Not enough to say, test it, it's got so much butter, it might be nauseating. No, it's just kind of how the same coconut note, dried, shavings of the coconut, you smell them like this, so you smell them hard enough, you could get like a buttery feel about them, okay? So that is what this one interprets to. Truly speaking, this is not exciting to me to go and grab, because aside from how they've made the coconut careful in a way that I like, I do not think this is going to be one of the striking ones to me and more memorable to add to my collection, to an extent that if I have it, I would really remember and look forward to wearing it. It doesn't give me that that I got off lemon sorbet. So this is a pass for me. But if you're looking for a fragrance with that coconut feel, then I guess Arabiyat. Gotcha. Next up is French vanilla latte. Okay, so let's see how they have done this. Let's see whether it goes beyond just a latte. Gourmand fragrances, though they took us by storm in the fragrance industry. It's a 50-50 thing. Some people do not like them, some people do. French vanilla latte, guys, has coconut again. So coconut makes an appearance again. And there is a chocolate feel in this, but the chocolate feel in this time around is not giving me baked chocolate, like confession. It's giving me like a Nutella style of chocolate, something that you spread on your bread. Not actually purchasing a bar of chocolate and eating it, but rather a chocolate that you would use perhaps on a spread, something like Nutella. This lists the note of rum, but I'm not getting booziness in this, guys. Apart from this one pushing forward that chocolate thing, it's another one that's just vague to my senses. I'm not sure whether this would be something that I'd like to add to my collection. It's not different enough, right? It's giving me safe gourmand, like that cacao, and then it gets into a milky sandalwood, but everything about it being careful. They have used spices in this, but even that cardamom, is kind of muffled. So if you didn't have the other lot, to choose from, this would be perfect. But I think its undoing is going to be the fact that they have a lot more in this line. So this might not necessarily stand out. I love that it doesn't smell like Bianco latte, because that is a latte fragrance that has been done over and over again. It doesn't smell like that, but at the same time, it's so safe and so careful, giving you a little bit of chocolate, that Nutella, no booze, that is vivid, and that makes it such that I don't feel I would rush to purchase that one. All right, let's see what we have next. Oh, we have strawberry Leches. Okay, I do hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, pardon me. Okay, so strawberry Leches. This I have an inkling that I might like, okay, because unlike the overly exhausted, chocolate note, this one is promising just based on the name that is going to have that strawberry, okay? And strawberry in itself is usually a very pleasant note to the nose. Strawberry in itself is very likable in most cases, and in this case, yes, I absolutely love this. It is not necessarily just giving me a strawberry. There is something nitrous about this, which actually makes it even better, because strawberry on its own, sometimes used flat out, can give a fragrance sort of like a fruit juice type of situation, even jammy. I am not getting fruit juice, I'm not getting jammy in this. However, yes, I am getting a ripened strawberry kind of dancing together there with like a ripened peach as well. This is really enjoyable. It also has a sugar accord in it, which I am going to take a guess that it might have actually sugar on its own as a standalone note, may also have vanilla, or may also have a marshmallow nuance in it, because there is like a marshmallowy powdery thingy that I'm getting from this. It's not too multifaceted, okay, as in you get that fruity top, which is a strawberry. And I think strawberry has been used here particularly for like as a hook line to kind of greet you in that sparkly way, and then it gets nectarous. But now, the more I smell it, it's beginning to be more of a caramelly, sugary, milky, buttery fragrance with a powdery marshmallow. Yes, I love this one. This I would purchase, and yes, I can absolutely see myself looking for it or rummaging through my fragrance collection looking for it so that I wear it. Remember, in this collection I said there's going to be these fragrances really have to have like something that pulls me towards them for me to want to wear them, because that is actually the downside of gourmands. And those who are making especially chocolate gourmands almost even shooting themselves in the foot there before they put the fragrance out there, because chocolate in itself, though can have different pages about it, it's still chocolate. So if you want a line to sell and it's a gourmand line, then you perhaps need to play around with some of these fruits and stuff. Now, that is what Arabiyat did with this one. This one is mango affogato. I think I smelled this one at the stand, and this was one of those that I actually did like. While the PR lady was, at the back looking for PR, this is one I also wished she would pick for me. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is a great contender for that lemon sorbet. This I would totally go and purchase in full size, even as I have lemon sorbet. This is different enough. It brings that mango, okay? It brings that mango, making it so outstanding. A very big, juicy, ripened mango, the giant mangoes, not even those small ones. This is beyond that, okay? Pushes that mango forward, very vivid, especially if you like the big, overgrown mangoes. Some people call them GMOs, I don't know, okay? That's what you get in here, and then it gets into the spiciness. And they have listed the note of leather in this, which is something that I was a little bit skeptical about when I saw the note pyramid before actually smelling it at Beauty World, because sometimes leather can do a little bit too much in terms of bullying the entire pyramid. So leather in here is there, but it ties the fragrance and gives it longevity. And that same leather is also working with the leathery saffron, but it keeps to that mango thing, and the mango thing doesn't push this one to juvenile or childish. It's a fragrance that anyone can certainly wear because of the other notes that then work with the mango, the vetiver, the patchouli, the akigala woods, the leather, without it being pushed and becoming super intense in those particular notes. So it will keep the mango from start to finish. The mango will be more vivid at the beginning for at least 30 minutes or so, even to an hour, depending on the number of sprays. And then it introduces some of these facets, but it's still pleasant enough. This is a winner, guys. This if I hadn't been gifted lemon sorbet and I went into a store and there was lemon sorbet and this, I probably would have come out with this one, non-lemon sorbet. Why? In as much as I say the lemon sorbet is a favorite of mine, I would have come out with this one because because the lemon sorbet thing, remember I did give you multiple examples there, the lira and all that, saying it's going to remind you of those. So I probably would have purchased the mango one as opposed to that. That is so nice, guys. Okay, now next up we have pecan butter cookie. Okay, pecan butter cookie. That's the one there. Let's see. I don't think I sprayed this one. This one I wasn't drawn to. If I did, I can't remember. Maybe because of the packaging, because I mean, when you see brown, you just kind of have like a mental shortcut that there we go again, it's going to be a chocolate type of situation. So this is pecan butter cookie. Okay, something that some of us are going to be doing around the Christmas season. I mean, baking cookies and stuff like that. Okay. These fragrances are so polarizing, guys. A few sprays there, you almost immediately get hit by what it's already doing. Okay, I am getting more of the almond and nuts in this. Buy this if you love hazelnut, roasted peanuts, that sort of thing. This is one, I think, that actually had a double dose of nuts, or triple dose of nuts actually. So this is going to appeal more for somebody who loves nutty scents. However, it also has a powdery thing about it, like a very powdery thing about it, in a sweet caramel heady thing, if you know what I mean. This may also have coconut. So it does seem like with this line, they played a lot with coconut. It's heady, okay? It's loud. It is promising that it will be long lasting, but it's not my cup of tea, okay? It's not my cup of tea, mainly because it's pushing that almondy, hazelnut, nutty thing, okay? And I think this is also going to be another one that is going to be perceived from nose to nose differently, because I'm getting an almond, but there is more happening, okay? That, say for instance, I wore it the whole day and gave it a good test where it might change and become something else, but for the sake of moving on, we're gonna leave it at the next one. Let's try toffee, okay? No, let me try this one. Why I'm saying no is because I just finished talking about a caramel one, so the toffee might just cloud my judgment. Okay, this one is saying berry cream macaron, so I do hope I'm gonna love this one. Berry cream macaron. Why? Because this is a gourmand where they have, you know, also included that fruity berry. Okay, now here's the thing. This one, remember I said these are polarizing. As you spray them, you get hit by them. This is soft. I'm not getting it for now. It's not slamming my nose. It's one that I've had to literally put the blotter on my nose to experience. Okay, so this is gentle. This is safe. This is a gourmand that will be safe for both genders. The berries, it says berry cream macaron, okay? The berry note in this is not busy. It's more of a creamy, sweet, slightly fruity, creamy, sweet, slightly fruity feel of a fragrance than it is a berry scented scent. So in this, I'm getting wafts of a fruitiness and an underlying creaminess, okay? So that's basically what this one is doing. It is also reminding me of something that I have smelled before. I think it does incorporate a floral, this fragrance. Perhaps a rose, even a peony. But it's coming across as just a sweet, likable scent. So this is not going to be on my favorites list, but if you're looking for a fragrance that's not going to overly push that berry feel or that fruity feel in its gourmandness, then this is going to be perfect, because then again, you know, you have a gourmand without smelling or moving around smelling like food. So if that helps, it helps. I think we are halfway, and as per usual, I'm going to just say it for those who may have missed this, right? We are going to be selling Proud Mary on Black Friday at a ridiculously discounted price of over 50% off. We have a few bottles left in stock, so grab them, guys, at this price. Proud Mary Extrait Triple 4 is a 120 ml and a creation that I made. It's a fruity floral. It opens up with pineapple and dry fruits, and then those lead to soft and gentle jasmine, and then you get some tonka, cardamom, and then you get spices, woods, and vanilla. This is a perfect fragrance. Truly speaking, it's not going to remind you of a gazillion fragrances on the market. So the thought process behind the creation of this fragrance was for it to be beautiful, relatable, classy, grown, elegant, but without it falling under the cap of a gazillion fragrances that we have been given on the market. So we have it for sale on Black Friday. You can grab this fragrance on Black Friday by using, it's going to have a double discount on Black Friday. C15, my code, will be valid. So on Black Friday through Cyber Monday, if you'd like to purchase Proud Mary, go to www.macedonperfumes.com. At checkout, remember to add my code C15 on the already discounted fragrance, which is going to be at 40% off. Adding C15 at checkout will give you a whopping discount of over 50% off. Now, the cherry on top is we are now offering international shipping via My US. You can follow prompts on this short video that I posted on the channel. Do come back and let me know your thoughts on it. I very much love to interact with you guys. It's an extractor profile. The oil concentration is great. It's genderless. Anyone can wear this, and this transitions through all seasons. No questions asked. Moving on. Okay, I'm going to take this one off. Caramel. Chocolate Macaron, we've already spoken about that one. That is the Mima one that is in full size, pun.
And the lemon sorbet.
And the lemon sorbet. Okay, yeah. Oh, that actually is good news to me, because then we're left with just a few. Okay, so lemon sorbet has to make way because we've already spoken about it. Now, let us talk about chocolate ganache. Okay, chocolate ganache. Let's see if this one is gonna win me over, considering that again it is pushing forward that chocolate note. Oh, okay. This, I am not getting that much chocolate from this, and I am not sure whether Arabiyat in this, they did what they did with Arabiyat Lamsa chocolate, something like that. They gave us one called Lamsa chocolate, and that had nothing to do with chocolate. It actually has or smells a lot like yum bougie marshmallow, because this is not so much chocolatey to me. It does feel like it has a yeast note about it. Again, I don't know, guys, whether I'm fixated, but I'm also getting again that coconut. I am again getting that biscuity thing. Yes, it feels like a sweet, maybe even, now I'd say I'm getting the chocolate. Chocolate chip, okay, but without it being like a darkened chocolate. So I'll give them that, but it doesn't give you chocolate like offset when you smell this. Not at all. And I'm not sure whether this has like a banana-y thing. A lot is happening in this fragrance. Okay, 1 minute is giving me buttery, then I'm getting like a choc chip thingy, but not a darkened chocolate, like a white chocolate, that sort of thing. And then I'm getting spicy, perhaps tonka, and then it's sweet. So there's a lot happening in this fragrance. It is giving me so many things at the same time, making it very difficult for me to describe it. As I said, I am also, almost getting like a banana accord in this. So this is one hell of a busy one. This is certainly one we may have to wear for longer and then come back with, because but it's again not the sort that I would rush and purchase, because I failed to get something that is distinct enough for me to rush and say, oh, I want it because of this. Now next is Dulce de Leche. Okay, this one. Okay, I know every time I say Dulce de Leche, that's not how it's pronounced, but allow me, please, because guys, some of these French names and stuff, they're fancy, and we're just here to talk about the fragrance. Okay, right, now this, I also have a feeling I might like. Why? Because I smelled one that was Dulce de Leche from Maison Alhambra, and I like that. Okay, so this, yes, I love this. Smells to my nose, like plain waffles, which is those biscuits that you may want to dip in something, right? And I love that. I love that because then it's bringing forward the biscuit accord, but very faint. What it presents mostly, or what screams up there, is a sweet caramel. And this is on the sticky side. So you have to have a sweet tooth for you to love this fragrance. It is certainly sweet, it's sticky, it's dessert-like. It's a little bit milky, okay? Yes, there's spices in this. Maybe tonka or coumarin, but it's not pulling spicy that much. The spices seem to be trying to moderate that sweetness. And as I said, there's a milkiness to this, right? Which could be from the actual milk note itself, or from the milk working in tandem with a milky sandalwood. Believe it or not, sandalwood can be milky sometimes, okay? That's how this one vibes. This shoots straight, not to my top or the best one, but I would put it at top 5 favorites from this range. Okay, so it's lemon sorbet, this one, the one that said strawberry, the matcha because it wasn't that matchaing, the mango. Okay, mango still keeps to number one. Okay, the mango affogato. Oh, I love that. I cannot wait to get a full bottle of that. We left with only 4 and then we'll call it a wrap. There is cookie dough. Okay, cookie dough is this one. Okay, let us see what cookie dough is all about. Now, the thing about this Gourmand line from Arabiyat, guys, is it has all sorts of bottles, right? Now, say you wanted to buy all of them. I don't know how they would look. You would have to be a fan to buy all of them. I really wish they could have just used perhaps one bottle and then played around with the deco on that bottle than the way they have done the bottles there. Most of them are rubberized, you know, with a rubberized texture and stuff. But I just think as a collector, they may be outright doing too much on your dresser, or you would absolutely fall in love with them. So it's either or. Okay, so we are on cookie dough. I like cookie dough. This one is buttery, it's creamy. Again, I think Arabiyat have played around with that coconut, but it's not so much of a milky coconut. It's like tease of a coconut in florals, musk, in cacao, and in vanilla. This is not too sweet. This is another one that is going to be favored by both genders. It's also on the crowd pleasing side. It's also one I can say is a gourmand that's not going to have you moving around reminding people of a certain dish or actual cookies, the dough and stuff. Although yes, it does have that butter thing, it's not too prominent, you know, in the foodie thing, as though you've just come out of a donut factory, if you know what I mean. So this I like. Okay, this I like, but goes to that category that I said I may have to test out, because I'm not sure whether it will stay on the likable side with me or it will change. Third from the last is vanilla cream macaron. Okay, vanilla cream macaron. I honestly think Arabiyat overdid it when it came to the gourmands. I think, yes, it was good to give us options, but I think there's a little bit of an overkill where you leave the consumer with just too many options. The mango one, I will always, you know, have that in my mind. It's beautiful. Lemon sorbet, beautiful. The strawberry one, awesome. The matcha, awesome. But do I actually remember the other ones enough to say, I think I want this one? You know, the other ones kind of fall under that gourmand umbrella, and that's it, which I feel as a brand, maybe they should have just kept it to the ones that are striking in a certain note, if you know what I mean. Anyway, vanilla cream macaron is this one. We have sprayed it on the blotter. Yes, I love this one. There's a sherbety thing in this one. Oh, and there is that banana. There was one that was giving me banana, right? And the banana that I was getting from that was like a tease of maybe I'm getting banana, maybe not, maybe it's ylang, it's not even banana. This is giving me banana in whipped cream. Now, when you put banana or banana flavor in whipped cream, you end up with something that's very custardy there. That's what this one is all about. This is also outstanding. I love this one. I really do love this one. I feel, or I wish they'd called it banana custard. I think it was going to have more people interested in it than calling it vanilla cream macaron. But anyway, now that I have smelled it, this is nice. It's sweet. It's a dessert, but it's also, again, not on the sickly sweet, you know, pushy side where, oh my God, have you just finished partaking in eating all these sweets? That's not what I get from this. It just has this banana custardy wrap up. So another winner we've got in this. This is memorable, and that's what I was saying, that I wish Arabiyat had stuck to the memorable ones, as in this lot, I can remember that there was that banana one. Okay, I can remember that there was the mango one. I can remember there was the lemon sorbet one, and there was the matcha, and there was one or two chocolate ones. But the other ones are kind of like lost in, you know, the whole thing where, okay, do I even remember the berry one? What was it even doing? Now we're left with two, and then we're gonna call it a wrap. Okay, second from the last is Toffee Ganache. Okay, Toffee Ganache. So let's see if the toffee in here is going to be able to hook me in, okay, because they've said toffee, so toffee is going to be the hook line. But to what extent is it toffeeing? Is it distinct enough to separate itself from the caramel scented scent, the buttery scented scent, the fudgy scented scents, and so on and so forth? Okay, this one's a winner. This one is also a winner. This, guys, I think what I'm going to do towards, well, right at the end, which is before I close this video, is I'm just going to show you the ones that I think you should go for. This one, to me, okay, has got a buttery, milky toffee about it. Also has a nutty feel about it. This one also has a fruity feel about it. Something, again, that is reminding me of that banana, okay? This has got a biscuity accord, but it's not too much on the foodie, biscuity thingy, okay? It's more of like a toffee, buttered yummy toffee in a fruity banana and spices. And the same toffee is somewhat creamy and milky. So yes, this one works for me as well. It felt like it might change, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna leave it at this. The spices also gave it like a kick, or give it like a kick, which I think this might have cinnamon or cloves or just a mix of spices. So this definitely works for me. Now on to the very last one, and then I'm gonna wrap it up and show you which ones I prefer. And then it's gonna be entirely up to you which ones you then add to your collection, right? So last of the sugar, Arabiyat sugar line, but not least, is going to be cotton blush. Okay, cotton blush. So this is going to be one of those that you cannot even tell unless somebody tells you what it's doing. The cotton aspect of it, I'm going to assume, is perhaps something that will mean that this is, you know, like a cotton candy style of a fragrance. Oh, okay, this one is also beautiful. This feels like cotton candy and strawberry, and no, it doesn't feel like yum bougie marshmallow. We have had a lot of renditions to that fragrance. Okay, this is definitely strawberry, berry, very sweet strawberries. This does not give me like a, you know, sour black currant or blackberry type of situation. It's just a happy strawberry jammy scent, that marshmallow and in florals. Okay, so yes, it is candied, yes, it is a marshmallow scent, but there's a grown appeal to this fragrance, especially when the florals hit, which is peony rose. There could be white florals as well, but peony rose mostly. So it opens up as a juicy burst, sweetened juicy burst, fruit juice sweetened juicy scent, but you get into the florals, and I think the florals here will domineer in this fragrance such that they hold up all through to the end. Yes, the marshmallow is there, or the candy accord note is there, but it's swooping in and tying in with the musk, not sticking to the sugar theme and making this one so sugary and gourmand, but rather just wafts of a powdered sugar, okay, exactly as how you'd interpret the marshmallow, but driving them to a powdery finish. This is lovely. This, some might actually say, is not that much of a gourmand, but a floral, and it is a happy twist in this whole selection is cotton blush. Now, to conclude, guys, on my favorites, cotton blush certainly makes it, okay. I would certainly recommend, you wouldn't be disappointed if you got that. It's different enough from some of the ones that we couldn't even explain what was going on because they felt like a repetition. Mango Affogato immediately threw off my love for lemon sorbet, although I'll still love lemon sorbet, but this mango became number one, while lemon sorbet then went to second place. Matcha Latte, I love that it's not green and grassy, so this is another one that's going to be interesting, and I wouldn't mind adding to my collection. I don't think I would not use that if I added it to my collection. The chocolate ganache, not so much a fave of mine. Toffee, I loved this one. Okay, this one gave us the toffee, but it was enough to stand out on its own without actually feeling like it's just lost in the other ones. Scent wise, vanilla cream macaron, I loved this one as well. Remember, I think this is the one we said had a banana tease about it. Cookie dough, 50-50. I wouldn't rush to purchase that one. This one is French vanilla latte. You see, we have some like these where you can't even remember what they were doing. So I'm just going to leave that at that. I'm not going to say I love it or I don't, because I can't quite remember. Berry cream was the soft one, the one that was polite, trying to be loved. I do not see myself wanting to add that one. Coconut chiffon was the one I said had that cashmere thing, and another one that, you know, just got buried in that coconut note that they kept, you know, adding there in their fragrances. Dulce de Leche, this I love, but I wouldn't go run and purchase this, but this is not bad. Okay. Pecan butter cookie, I think this one was also like a 50-50 to me. And strawberry, this trailer cheese, okay, it was okay, I think, because it had that heightened strawberry note. And then this is lemon sorbet. I've already spoken about it, absolutely love it. And the last one being caramel chocolate macaron. This is Mima's, she loves it, but I personally am okay with not owning it. So that wraps up, guys, the Arabiyat sugar line. For those who may have been curious, let me know your thoughts on the you know, the entire line itself and which ones you would purchase. Now before I close, remember guys, we do have a sale, Black Friday sale. Proud Mary is going to be selling on the www.macedonperfumes.com website. After that, it goes back to full price indefinitely. We have a few bottles left, so grab yours at this discounted price, Black Friday through Monday. Okay, 120 ml minos to yours. Remember to turn on post notifications, that way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, guys, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.